Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Today is March 31st, 2014. A little bit of an update. You may have seen the video that I made the other day when I got my new camera. Well, oh, that shows back where you're seeing it correctly in the viewfinder. Got my new camera. I can't do new camera. I purchased online from an eBay firm. They specialize in used and refurbished equipment, but they sell new equipment. This was listed as new. They had 22 of them that they sold. I got the next to the last one from them. I got the camera and I did the video of the, I don't want to call it an unboxing, but you may have watched. It just came with a bag, you know, over it. Kind of, corners kind of dinged up. There was no real seal on the thing when I opened it up. A lot of the tags weren't on the items. It was obviously, I'm not sure if it had been on display or if it was refurbished and they sold it as new, or if it was used. I have no idea. The lens cap was missing, so well, let me say that I love the camera. I spent a month probably checking it out online, different ones, and this was picked as the 24. I'm sorry about their doing the lawn work outside. I spent about a month and I checked online, YouTube, I checked reviews of the cameras, and I decided that this was the camera that I wanted. The Panasonic FZ200. For a number of reasons. The zoom was one reason. The electronic viewfinder is fantastic. That was another reason. But anyway, I received the camera, and when I made the video that you may have seen, I said, I think this is maybe a used camera. And the lens cap was missing. I noticed that right away while I was doing that video for you all. So I checked the camera out. As far as I can tell, it works fine. I really love it. The only problem, I don't own a car, so when I go someplace, I always take a camera with me. And this one it's a bridge camera, so I purchased one bag from Amazon to carry it in. I've got another one coming from China, a bag. I purchased a UV filter for it. I already had that here waiting for the, I'm glad I did because there was no lens cap with this, didn't come with the camera. I mean, it's supposed to come with it, but it wasn't in the box. I purchased an extra battery. I've got a shotgun microphone coming for this camera because this has a microphone input. So I went away, I filled out, well, when I purchased this, before I purchased it, I looked at the eBay and they were a power seller, they had the, good ratings, everything. They had 99.1% satisfaction. I didn't go and actually look at I did that later. When I did it later, I saw that even though they have a 99.1, they have hundreds of bad comments. I don't understand how they can have, I guess when you sell thousands of something, if you have a few that complain. So I filled out a case with eBay saying that I did not receive the lens cap. and I submitted that. Then, and I wondered what they might, how they might respond. If I'd have been them, I would have responded to one thing I kind of noticed, which is unusual that this company doesn't do. I don't buy a lot of stuff, but I do buy, as you know, a lot of stuff. Well, not that much, but most all of the stuff I get from eBay and even from Amazon, if it comes, especially if it comes from somebody other actually than Amazon, usually there's a business card in there or a slip of paper that says, "Hey, if you have any kind of a problem at all, don't give us bad reviews. Contact us. Here's my personal email address, or here's my phone number. Contact me, and I will take care of it for you." Didn't receive anything in like that. I'm not even sure on their invoice. I got it up there, but I don't think there was a phone number for them. But they do have they're a merchant, and they have an online site. And they sell a whole bunch of, of stuff. But there was no card like that, or So I filled out the online case, and I thought, it'd be nice if they would. You can get those lens caps, I think, also in little packets where they throw in a micro-filtered. I thought it'd be nice if they'd just send me, a little thing like that. But then I got to thinking, after I filled that out, it just doesn't feel right. Did they sell me a used camera or a refurbished one? So I went and, what did I do with that box? Here, well, it's way over here. Sorry. Oh, that's another thing. I made a video the other day. I just hate these liver spots or these age spots on me. I made a video with this in black and white. I thought, well, I'll look better in black and white. No, it was worse, much worse. Anyway, I thought, man, if they sold me a used, I would have bought. Amazon was selling a used one for the same price, or I just wouldn't buy a used on cameras and a lot of stuff. On cameras and stuff, I just don't. I never buy a used camera. I never buy a refurbished hardly anything. Very rarely. I bought a couple of refurbished items from Radio Shack. I would have just purchased new, which, well, I thought I was purchasing new. But I just thought, So I had registered the camera online with Panasonic for the guarantee, and the camera number, serial number, is on the box. I couldn't read the one on the camera, it was so small. But anyway, the number was here. So I looked at the camera for the serial number, and it didn't look like it. I had to take my USB webcam and aim it, and then look at and I could see the numbers are totally different. This box. So I registered this box number, or whichever camera was in this box, whenever it was, with Panasonic. And now the camera that I have has a totally different, not totally different, the last three digits are, the last three digits are 5, 7, 8. The last three digits on my camera are 3 something, I think. So, what if during the guarantee period, what if I have some kind of camera problems and I contact Panasonic? Are they going to say, if I send it back especially, I guess I could log back into Panasonic, and I don't think there's any way to correct this or delete this. I guess I'd have to list as maybe somebody has already listed, because somebody else has the box that should be with that camera. So anyway, I logged back into the eBay case thing, and I put in, hey, the camera number I have is different. Apparently I got a used camera instead of a new one. You know, the numbers are different, serial numbers, and I listed the serial numbers. And I put, you know, I made a YouTube video, and here's the link to it. And I'd like for you to take care of this problem for me. I'll hold off, you know, making another YouTube video on this subject until I hear from you. A few hours ago I got from eBay, you know, a thing saying that the company, the merchant, has agreed to, if you ship him at my expense, I mean, that's no big deal to me, but at my expense, if I ship it back to the merchant, they will refund the cost that I paid for it and the shipping that I paid for it. So I would be out my shipping money. But remember, I purchased a battery, you know. Now, do I want to turn around? What do you think I should do? I'm worried about that guarantee if something were to happen. You know, if the camera were to break next week or whatever, and then I contact Panasonic and they would say, sorry, you know. I like the camera. It is, I'm going to have to, I purchased this bag, and I've got another one coming, a different, this is not actually a camera bag, but it'll work out for me. But I have to carry that, you know, because I can't fit the camera in my pocket. I spent a month picking out this camera, and I love the features of it. Maybe it's not coming across, but I'm just on automatic mode. Actually, it's portrait mode, but video. That's the nice thing about this camera too, is you can, if you have your camera set, if I have the camera set for whatever, baby, night view, you know, whatever, and then if I press the record button for a movie, it records in that mode, unless it notices something really bad, and then it will automatically say, no, wait a minute, you know, and correct it. So I like the camera, but it is the problem with carrying it. I could get a refund of all my money and be out shipping. Be without a camera for a few days. I could borrow my grandson's camera. Like I said, I spent a month checking out, and this camera is really a good one for the, if you're interested in a bridge-sized camera, one between point and shoot and digital single lens reflex camera. I could do some more searching and get the best point and shoot camera that I can get. I think I just sold probably the other day. The one I had probably was the best. I sold it. I got a good deal on it, and it's a great camera. And of course, when I shipped it to him, I shipped it priority, and I included a free. I didn't even, when I listed it on eBay, I didn't, you know, free camera case, and there was an extra battery, and what else? And it was in absolutely perfectly mint condition in every, you know, and the right serial number camera was in the box, the box was in excellent condition. Too, and these people sent this thing to me. You saw that on the video if you watched it. It was just inside a bag, like a plastic bag, you know, it was a shipping bag for UPS, I think. And it was just, when I sent the camera and everything that I sell used on eBay, whatever it is, you know, I put it in a priority box with popcorn styrofoam around it and plastic inflatable bags, and so I don't want to turn around and buy the same camera that I had just sold on eBay. I like this camera. So I don't know. Tomorrow the police department is picking me up. No, I haven't done anything. And we're going to check out meeting rooms. We can use, I'm going to do a little presentation on YouTube, because these people are convinced that I am an expert. I'm not. And I've actually told them, I'm not. And they've seen my videos and they're convinced I am. You all know better though, don't you? Anyway, we're going to check out, I think we're going first to the police academy and check out, and I've already been there and sort of checked it out, they took me on a tour all through the place. They have got an auditorium, with seating like you have in the theaters, and big screen and audio, all the audio visual equipment, and it'd be kind of fun to do. We're going to do 2 classes next week, or is it one next week and one the week after? I forget on the date. I know one's Wednesday and tomorrow's Tuesday. It'd be fun, and for me, I would feel like I was addressing Congress or the United Nations or whatever. We're also going to check out a police substation, and really probably all we need is a little classroom and talk more face to face and more personal, whatever. Don't need that big fancy auditorium, but it'd be kind of nice. Just strictly for my ego is all. I'll take this camera tomorrow. Hopefully I don't drop it. I'll take the camera tomorrow and I'll take some pictures, and I will make some videos. And we'll see how that goes. There again, this camera is the Panasonic LZ200. I think the European version or the non-US version is the LZ40, I believe it is. They're basically the same. I've used the zoom on this camera. Taken me a little while to get the hang of everything. I'm not too smart. I watched, before I purchased this camera, I watched a whole bunch of videos. In fact, the guy has instructional videos for this camera. It does a fantastic job. And I watched all of them. And now as soon as I got the camera in my hand, it's like, how did that guy do, whatever. So I guess I'll have to go back and watch his video again and have the camera, okay, there, It's not him though, it's me. Anyway, what else was there? There was something, because I did make a video, like I said, in black and white, and so I wouldn't look so bad. I'm not somebody that pays a lot of attention to appearance and whatever, but these liver spots or age spots, they just bug the heck out of me, and I keep getting new ones and keep getting bigger ones. And actually that's why I'm wearing a hat. On the top of my head I've got, I don't know if you can see it, I got these little things growing. Looks like thank God I guess I don't have any over here, because I've got 2 of them growing there. Before I'll have like a horn be sticking out. If I had one on the other side, you guys would really know that I am Satan. What else? Because when I made that video the other day, usually I make a video and I upload it no matter what. And I've mentioned this before, a long time ago, years ago, when the early videos I made are really bad, a lot of them, because of the audio and the camera that I was using, everything, that they're really bad. But I upload it, and even when I make a fool of myself and I upload the video, I leave it. But I just couldn't stand that one yesterday with the way, because I looked 1,000 times worse. And what was I going to say about the video? Something about that. I get sidetracked. Anyway, also, if you're watching the video the other day, the same video, I got that book rack, or put the book on. Sort of changed my plans about what I'm going to do about that. Oh yeah, that was. I also ordered. Didn't even mention that, and didn't have it at the time. A giant 3-ring binder, kind of special. Had that ordered and got it. And this video is getting too long. I started going through all my paperwork, and because I have notebooks, or did have a whole bunch of notebooks here, and one was ham radio notebook, one was Howard's notebook, one was another website, one for YouTube, and had stuff in these different. I had one just for GoDaddy.com stuff, and so when I would want to find something, it wouldn't be in the notebook I thought it should be in. So I started putting all that stuff in this one big. I still got another notebook or two to go through. I'm putting it all in the one notebook. That's where it'll be for sure. May have to flip through a lot of pages, but it'll be in there. But as I was going through, I decided to throw some. There was things that I had signed up for and had paid for and had the registration for, or whatever. And one was, I think it's in Credimail, that I paid for. You could use it for free, but if you paid them, and I paid them for the Pro version. And it was kind of fun. I don't know if you remember that one or not. Saw it. That it had a whole bunch of graphic type things, and it was a. You could have different, but I had a butler would come out, and say, "You have mail, sir." And I would install it and uninstall it, go to different things. I'd come back and run it sometimes. And so a while back I tried installing it again, and it wouldn't install. Then I went back to it later and tried to install it, and it wouldn't even it wouldn't even download. So the other day I decided, okay, I'll try it one more time, and then I'll just throw this away, and that'll be it forever. I went back and clicked on it, and it started downloading. But it didn't give the usual, wasn't normal the way it did it, but it started downloading. And then it just kept, it took a long time, loading. And I thought, this is not good. But I was kind of afraid to abort at that point. I let it finish, and it had installed at least 5 or 6 things that I know of. Conduit, toolbar, I think that's it. A Google toolbar. It changed my home page, changed my search engine, just did all this kind of stuff. So I went through and started deleting the stuff that I could find. And then I started having the pop-ups, which I never get. And it seemed like, of course, I guess that's because I was going to Amazon a lot. The first one, it popped up right away. When I went to Amazon, and it said, Amazon wants to reward a loyal customer. You're going to get a free item, just answer a few questions. And I thought, so okay. So, asked for my email address, my sex, and my age. And I entered in and said, okay, you can get a $150 watch, you can get an e-smoking thing worth $101, and 2 other things. None of them that I wanted. I thought, okay, I'll take, I'm sure it's not a $150 watch, but I'll take the watch. And my ex-wife, she sells stuff on eBay. She can sell it on eBay, and whatever she gets, she can have. So I filled out the name and address information, and then it asked for $6 for postage. No way. Not spending $6 on it, So then later, another pop-up, and I went to again, so I knew. So I went through, I forget the name of the malware. I looked it up, and I deleted various things, and deleted everything on that date and then I finally went ahead and installed a free. Well, you can use it I think for 2 weeks, and then if you want to keep it, it's $24 or something. So I haven't paid the $24 yet, but I ran it and it found some other stuff. I may just go ahead later on here and just pay the $24 for that program if it'll keep me from getting crap like this. Anyway, that's something I discussed on the black and white video that I deleted. So anyway, thanks. If you've got an idea of what do you think I should do about this camera situation? Keep it or ship it back to them? If I ship it back to them, I'm not going to turn around and purchase a brand new one from somebody else. If I was going to do that, I would just keep this one. But if I decide to get a smaller, not a bridge camera, but the point and shoot, what do you think I should get? And keep in mind, I want to, I don't know, it'd be nice to have the point and shoot that I could slip in my pocket. That's really nice. But God, with taking videos or pictures even, with this camera, the electronic viewfinder is fucking awesome. It's 1 million pixels or whatever. Everything shows up in the viewfinder. So if it's dark, or if it's out in bright sun, or if you're zooming in or whatever, looking through that viewfinder is great. There are other cameras that have viewfinders, but I haven't found any that good. Thanks very much for watching.